NERDSoul.
Hey! You know what? Spoiler free. Before we even get started, before I even do my spiel,
How do you expect us to do that?
spoiler free.
Okay, all right.
Spoiler free.
Okay, challenge.
Spoiler free.
Challenge.
All right, so you ready? I'm ready. Here we go. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, oh yeah, coming with another wonderful episode. Of course, movie reviews. I'm not by myself. I'm joined to my right by the awesome, the enigmatic,
That's good. I'll take that.
the fantastic Mark B. Donica. What's
Not
up?
enough room to dab in the car. What's up, everybody? Mark B. Donica here. Always happy to be back. I will say at the top of this, gonna be the last one for a while.
Yes.
But I wanted
For a
to,
good reason.
I wanted to start by saying, Michael, your friendship is something that I have valued so much ever since we met doing Jedi Alliance.
Way
I adore
long
you.
ago.
and if everything works out how we've been discussing things to work out,
Yes.
I can't wait for the future. But
Yes.
we are here to talk Avengers Endgame, and somehow this man thinks that we could do anything spoiler free, but we're gonna try.
We're gonna try. All right. So, first, what are your general thoughts? Your initial reactions
Initial
from a
reaction-
movie of this proportion?
They did it.
Yeah.
Like I remember seeing that tweet a lot when it came to Infinity War, and just going, "Oh my God, they did it! They did it!" And
Yeah.
and by the time the credits were rolling on this movie, I was just like, "They did it!" Like the rumors versus true versus things that actually happened, things that didn't. There's a lot of things that could have happened, but
All right.
what they did present us that is canon, that did happen, felt right.
Yes.
Everything feels like a natural progression of the story that began in Iron Man 1. It's
Yes.
crazy.
I
They do
agree.
their callbacks almost to every single movie and payoffs to every little bit. It's remarkable the sheer gymnastics that they did
Yes.
to do everything right in this movie and still leave you wanting a little bit more.
The Russo brothers are on another level.
They're also very tired.
yeah,
they're exhausted.
They're done. They need to take like a 2-year break or something,
Oh,
but
man.
they are on another level. To be able to handle so many characters, so much canon, so much, man, there's so many storylines that come through, pay off, come back. They really handle it in an extremely good way. Now that being said, we both love the movie.
Yes.
This movie it fits in this Marvel Cinematic Universe extremely well. It is a perfect addition to this. Like this is like it's like you're reading through a book and this is a perfect chapter, just sliding it right in.
And I would say,
Man.
that a lot of times lately when we go to screenings like this, the hype is so elevated
Yeah.
to the fact where I'll see the movie and I'll enjoy the movie, or maybe I did, maybe I didn't, who knows? And I'll have to watch a movie again to really go, all right, here are all of the things that I liked about this movie.
True.
Because Infinity War was all of the setup, it was payoff. And even like small stuff to build up in like smaller arcs to build up and pay off. And they did
Yeah.
all of it. It's all
shout
true,
out-
all of it.
It's all true. But quick shout out to the acting. Nobody's slipping on this.
Nobody had
there's-
time to.
Yeah. But there's moments in other superhero movies that we've seen, like in the past, and in the 90s or the early aughts or whatever, where there's an actor or two that are kind of like sleeping or mailing it in. Everybody comes to play in this.
A game.
They bring their emotion, and you
Humor?
feel it. Humor, yeah.
Like the humor, it wasn't like a big chunk of it. There were spots that they reserved for it in a way to sort of break the tension.
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything that was inauthentic to anybody. Everybody was legit. Everybody was themselves. It wasn't, oh, now that only this character has heard about this character, but what's their first interaction like? It's
Yeah.
nothing too crazy. It's nuts. Super high highs, super low lows.
Definitely.
And an amazing ride the entire way through. I was telling Michael as the credits were going,
incredible.
I think that they tightened it up to 3 hours because there is not a wasted second on that screen. All the way through the credits, like the credit roll itself is a beautiful work of art, and I adore it.
And that's just the credits.
And it's the credits.
Like we're just talking about the credits. This movie does it. Like you need to, and I'm sure if you haven't gotten a ticket yet, you need to get one. If you've got a ticket, you might want to get another.
I mean, I think it's AMC is open 24 hours.
They said they would be open for 72 hours straight.
72 hours straight.
So
this movie. So even more. So
it's worth it.
So what I'll say is, if you go at all hours to see the movie, support the staff. Don't be rude.
Yeah.
Do what you can
throw
to make
your trash away.
Yeah. Help them out.
Yeah.
They're gonna be there all day.
They're gonna be slammed. Probably from Friday morning until Saturday night. I mean, until Sunday night.
No, Thursday to
sorry.
Monday is going to be an insane weekend.
It's going to be crazy.
This movie is going to do ridiculously. I can't imagine it. I can't imagine this not being instantly the highest grossing film of all time.
Yeah.
And the only thing that could rival it is Star Wars 9.
Yeah, because it's another kind of payoff film.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this. There's a big part of me that's like mad that my son is so young that I can't watch this with him and like him really, because imagine the kids that are like 7, 8 that are gonna see this, that are gonna have a blast. Mm-hmm. Like they're gonna love this. So okay, we talked about the acting. This movie's the bomb, but
amazing action.
Yes,
a lot of fan service, fan fulfillment. And a lot
in a good way.
In a great way. Nothing that's too cheesy. And even in the one or two things that are cheesy, still is amazing.
yeah, definitely. It's amazing in this movie does so many things right and throws you curveballs. Mini curveballs.
There's still a pitch that somebody threw that nobody knows if it's been caught or not.
Yeah.
That is just like, wait a minute.
It's like, hey, what?
But that's
yeah.
It's a discussion for another day.
Yeah, we're not doing any spoilers.
No.
I will do a spoiler on Sunday with Clarence Bryant, but that's a whole other thing.
Okay.
So, guys, the action's there, the acting's there. You're like, hey, but what about the directing? You said the Russo brothers did well. There is no extra fat on this film.
It's as lean as...
And I mean, I said this about Infinity War, but once again, this is a tight film. There's not...
It's a tight 3 hours. Like, there are times when, okay, this seems like the beginning of Act 3. How long have we been here? And it's like, how much time do we have left? And we may have this much left to go. It's like, you don't think about that.
Yeah.
Because you're just... You put the safety harness on and you hit go on the ride. Yeah, and just go.
It's incredible. The moments are on point, and they're put in a way where they pay off and they set up without wasting film or wasting moments or wasting conversations here or there. Everything matters, and the stakes are so high.
The cinematography is beautiful. There's a shot in the beginning that just sets up the whole movie that I hope people notice. Matt Key in particular, I hope notices.
Because you brought it up to me, and I was like, oh.
I wanted to turn to you immediately and say that thing and talk about the shot. There's the cinematography is amazing. Yep. There's a lot of character subtlety. There's a lot of beauty in this.
Yeah.
And
there's
a lot of beauty in this
I'll say
movie.
this, and this is, for people that are like, Oscar films and this, that, and the third, here's my pitch for this. You've heard my pitch for Black Panther to get an Oscar. Here's why this should get an Oscar. I think a lot of times we forget the level of difficulty in pulling off a film like this. And I know, and this is no diss to like any drama or, let's be honest, drama or a World War film or a biopic. There's no diss to those.
Academy bait.
Yeah. But to pay off on so much hype in so many years, you've got to take that into consideration to be able to take so much weight on your shoulders and then deliver.
They do.
Wow, they deliver.
They do.
from character moments to character realizations, to
action.
To action. This movie comes through, and each one of our characters not only get their moment, but it's a moment that doesn't feel cheap.
So, well, no, because that's the thing, is in Infinity War, this was when, like, Avengers 1, seeing that team come together.
Yeah.
But now in Infinity War, you've got all of the cosmic, and you've got all of this coming together, and they're fighting, and you know the stakes. And then in this, the stakes get that much higher. So every single hit, every single anything means so much more to everybody.
And brand new tricks and stuff, too.
Yeah, really cool stuff. And it's very difficult to not talk about specifics right now.
That's why we're being very...
And even now, I'm like, did I say too much?
Yeah, it's...
Regardless, like...
Our characters...
Don't think too much about it.
Yeah, our characters definitely matter to each other, and they matter to the story, and the stakes are high for everyone. And I think they drive that home.
So,
in a very good way.
This is going to be a very difficult question, but it is still a non-spoiler question.
Yeah.
Of the Avengers on the poster, of the characters on the poster, who was your favorite performance in this? It's it's a very hard question.
That's a tough. Because honestly, all of the actors really show up.
They put their best performances forward.
Yeah.
That's a very particular euphemism.
Sorry. They act to the best of their abilities.
Yes, I know what you meant, but I'm still like, well, really quick.
It's like, whoa. Just in case anyone to get.
I think as much as I love, I think
everybody gets their moment.
Scott Lang was such a surprise. In the fact that he's still 100% Scott, but you get so many moments with him of what's been happening.
Yeah.
Because usually in an adventure movie, a sci-fi movie, there's usually somebody that we can relate to and somebody that gets all of the story told to them. And when it comes to Scott showing up, he has to kind of get filled in on a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And with that said, this movie shows, it doesn't tell. And that's another thing that I like. They don't spend, hours like, let's download everything, because it's exposition time.
And there's a scene with Ant-Man in particular, or with Scott in particular, that 100% shows you everything and preps you for what is about to happen and gets you ready for a moment that he gets. And oh man, like,
we're not gonna say anymore. But
this is so, Michael, why would you do this? Like, thank you for bringing me to the movie, but how dare you?
It's tough to, all right, so we're going to be wrapping up our review soon because it's hard. We don't want to mess anything up for you. But I think of all of the people, I want to say Chris Hemsworth. I think Chris Hemsworth...
A vision.
Definitely gives us more range than you think.
Yeah, we can
that
speak to
person
that.
deserves.
We can speak to that without it, because Thor Ragnarok opened Thor up to a completely different world.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that his history was erased.
True.
So he still has to take his entire journey into effect, and it gives us a visual that I don't think nobody ever asked for, but once we got, we were like,
oh,
can it be this forever?
Yeah, we're down with this.
Yeah, we're down with this. But no, there's, and not to say that anybody else didn't do an amazing job.
Yeah, but there's some moments where he definitely gives you the range that you didn't think you were gonna get. But with that said, guys, we love the movie. We can't really go any further.
10 stars.
5 stars. Yeah, 5 on 5 on 5. This movie, wow. And get ready first. Okay, don't eat, don't drink. All right.
Yeah.
Or if you're drinking, just be like, just like a sip. Don't be like guzzling all crazy.
Like, I went to the bathroom before we left, and then when we got here, I went like 2 times.
Yeah.
Just to be sure.
Little baby sips. Like, if you get that big soda, and that's it.
Yeah.
Don't take 1 sip.
Maybe a bottle of water and just sort of boop, 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 boop,
yeah,
boop,
like
a little bit.
Sip per 20 minutes or something. Don't, because if you guzzle it, you gonna look. All right?
And your stomach's gonna be in your neck.
Yeah,
you're gonna be on the edge of your bloody seat.
Yeah, there's no pee bags in here, and popcorn, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Just like two corns.
Get a small.
Don't get
a small still real big.
Yeah,
but
don't get a handful and be
Get some junior mints
like,
maybe. Pop
yeah.
one every 20 minutes.
Yeah, don't be acting like this an hour and 30 minutes. You just eating all quick. All right, no, slow it. Pace yourself. If you
Nope.
just be
That's it.
ready.
Be ready.
ready for greatness.
Be ready.
I think that's the best thing I can say. Be
Be ready
ready
and
to
enjoy the movie.
yourself.
Let the immersion wash over you.
Yes, enjoy yourself. Have a great time in the theater. Enjoy yourself. I really.
That's all we can say.
That's
really.
all we can say. So, guys, before we get out of here, to my right, Mark B. Donica.
You can follow me at Mark B. Donica. I don't know what projects I'm going to be. There's a couple of projects that I'm going to be continuing, but the easiest way to stay tuned is to go to Mark B. Donica and follow me there on Twitter, on Instagram. And again, Michael, being a part of the NERDSoul family.
Yeah.
Not saying that I'm leaving the family.
No, he's
but
not leaving.
Hopefully, if all of our plans work out, we'll be able to see and to talk to you all real soon together as a family.
And with that said, I do feel, last year, Alexis had to move away. And that hurt. Because we were the team. Unlimited power, all right? Had unlimited power on Jedi Alliance.
Yep.
And now Mark is moving on to super duper great things. Can you even talk about super
Nope.
duper? Oh, okay. Well, he can't talk about it.
If
But
I
it's
can,
super duper
follow me
great.
on Twitter, Mark B. Donica. And that's I'm trying to keep a low profile
But
right now.
It's super duper great things, and I'm excited. And one, thank you for letting me get on the Jedi Alliance. And two, thank you for letting me be silly on the Jedi Alliance.
That's my type of show. Like Alexis and I have been friends for a really long time. Still are.
Yeah, she's great.
But to be able to bring you along, especially because, no, I'm going to go too far into that. But
Yeah.
regardless, it
Yes.
is an absolute pleasure. We have a family of our own, and we'll always have that.
Yes. So, guys, you can find me at ThatNERDSoul. That's ThatNERDSoul.
Actually, really quick, let me
say.
say, we're going to get back together, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. See? Oh, this movie? Look, go see it.
Go see it.
Don't even, just go see it. Man, go see it. And you can maybe DM me and after you see it, but nothing else.
Public.
All right.
Let people enjoy this movie.
I will be checking the comments, all right? Until no spoilers until say Monday, maybe. I guess that's fair. Say Monday. All right, hold off on or type spoiler real big and then hit enter 80 times.
No, don't do that.
Oh no,
just don't do it.
Just don't do it at all.
Don't do
all right,
it.
and wait until Monday. All right,
You're good.
Monday be fine. You know what I'm saying? So from us to you, thank you for hanging with us. Thank you for chilling with us, and thank you for supporting NERDSoul. And until then, peace.